The big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. Whenever there's I'm going to talk about two things I've definitely talked about so many times on this channel, and it may be redundant, it may be repetitive, it may be something that you don't want to hear me talk about, but here it goes. So, I do this thing where if there's a movie that has a sequel that's being released during the week that the movies are being released in theaters, I will watch every single film in regards to that. Whether it's, for example, I'll give you some examples, like Fast and Furious, like The Nun 2, the Saw films, just to name a few. Now, I've been watching the Conjuring films. I've watched them way too many times before, but what I do is to get a refresher. So I've watched the first two Conjuring films, which that was the plan to do before today's vlog, and I did that. And then later tonight is going to be the Conjuring 3 and Annabelle 1. And then Wednesday it'll be Annabelle 2 and 3. And then Thursday it'll be the Curse of La Llorona and the Nun 1. So that's how I'm planning on doing it. Because Friday I want to go see the Nun 2 in theaters, which I've talked about numerous times on this. I just want to get that world of stuff done so I can be prepared. And I do that for all movies that have sequels, not just the ones I listed, but all sequels that have a movie that are being released this year or next year. I like to, get caught up or understand the lore of what's happening in each one of these films. Now, with that being said, I was talking to a couple of people about this, and I realized something. And you may disagree with me or you may agree with me on this, but I feel like some things I'm lucky in, and then there's other things that I'm not lucky in. For example, I feel like I'm lucky in everything that I have. A house on above my head, or a roof above my head, my laptop, my phone. I'm lucky in all those regards because that allows me to watch movies or watch TV shows or things of that nature. And I know I shouldn't buy, meaningless DVDs or things of that nature, but I do. And then another thing that I do is that I'm extremely unlucky with is relationships and keeping those relationships. I do my best to have friendships and relationships with people outside this room, but it doesn't always work out the way you expect it to. And I mentioned before, I think it was about a week ago, that hey, I pray to God and Jesus Christ and all that stuff to hopefully someday some famous person will see me for who I am and want to be in a relationship with me. I'm not saying that's going to be easy or it's going to be it's going to be difficult. Because as all of you know, I don't really go outside, and I know that's where things happen. But I'm really unlucky when it comes to relationships and dating and all that stuff because I've never done it before, and I'd like to do it at some point in my life. I just don't know when that some point is going to be. I just thought I'd share that information with you guys because like I said, I was talking to some individuals and I realized that I'm unlucky in relationships and dating and hanging out, whatever we call it these days, because there's so many terms for it. For Gen Z and anyone after Gen Z, they call it hanging out or something. Millennials call it dating. I don't even know. Gen X, what they call it, or I'm just saying, for me, it's dating. For Gen Z or Alpha, I think that's what they call themselves now. I don't know what the heck these terminologies are, but it's hanging out, I guess is the new way to say it. But yeah, that's just me personally. But that's with all that being said, I think that's where we're gonna conclude this vlog. I know these vlogs haven't been like super long. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm gonna be watching all of the Conjuring films, Conjuring Universe films, from Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, Conjuring 3, Annabelle 1, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle Comes Home, The Curse of La Llorona, and The Nun. There's 8 films in the series, but on Friday we enter our 9th film. So, and just tell you that certain things I'm lucky in and other things I'm unlucky in. So, with that being said, we got a couple birthdays to wish today, so let's just dive into that. I want to wish Candace Carrizales a happy birthday, and Brittany Ferlin Lee a happy birthday, and Annabelle Wallace a happy birthday today. And that does it for birthdays on this 5th day of September. There's only one birthday tomorrow, and that's going to be on Instagram, and then the next time we have birthdays on YouTube is not till the 8th. So we got a while before we got birthdays there again. And with that being said, my love story's out there somewhere in the world. She exists, whether it's 10 miles away from me, whether it's 10,000 miles away from me. She's out there somewhere. I should say waiting, but it is waiting for me. Anyways, like I said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog, and bye-bye.